The first
Perfect.
one that I'm gonna share with you is how all content should be created. It's a very basic formula. Let me screen share here with you for a second. Okay, can everybody see that? Okay, so the idea is you want to take the problem you solve, the problem I solve, you want to turn that problem into 12 concepts that then get turned into 12 themes. Now, the critical piece here is what's the difference between a concept and a theme? And I'm going to walk you through that in just a second. But it originates with the problem I solve. So the problem I solve is people are boring and they don't know how to use speaking to get clients. That's the problem I solve, right? Then I would get into my 12 concepts around that problem, which I turn into 12 themes. The problem I solve, all of you should know that because you don't have a business or a business idea if you don't know a problem that you solve. In our messaging call next week, we'll turn that problem you solve into a communicative vessel, right? We'll turn it into a communicative vessel. But the problem you solve. So what are the concepts, right? What are the concepts of the problem I solve? I told you, for purposes of this program, I help people, stop being boring and get attention through speaking so they can get clients. So what are the concepts around that? Now, I probably could come up with 50 concepts, but you really want to come up with 12 core concepts. So anybody, because I think this could be helpful in your own development, somebody tell me in the chat what one of my concepts might be. What is one of the concepts that would deal with the problem I solve? Show up first with visibility. Yeah, all of these are, what I would say is that all of them are kind of around the right track, but you really want to get narrow and specific. This is boring. All 12 of these concepts should put you to sleep. They should be so clear, tangible, and boring. So it might be like one of mine might be energy, right? Like energy matters, right? You can't get attention unless you have the right energy. Nothing sexy about that, nothing exciting about that, energy. Another one of mine might be, I think somebody wrote messaging, right? Sure, messaging, right? Because if nobody knows what the hell you're talking about, it doesn't matter. Another one of my concepts could be an offer, right? You're going to speak, you've got to have an offer to make. So these are the 12 boring facts of things that have to happen. Like, definitely wouldn't be empathy. That's getting like too ethereal. These are the 12 boring facts of things that have to happen to solve your problem. If I was someone who helped women post-divorce, it might be forgiveness, right? Accountability, vision of the next part of my life. And they don't have to be words, they could be a statement. There is not a perfect answer because it is your steps that you believe that you need to go through, or it's almost like the 12 essences, right, of solving that problem. So let's go back to, give me a second. Let's go back to that sheet. And you see that it goes from problem I solve to 12 concepts to 12 themes. And then it goes back to the problem I solve, because the way this works is when you come up with those 12 concepts, I'm going to talk to you about how you turn those into themes. It begins to solve that problem. You start with the problem, you identify the concepts, you turn those into themes where you captivate and educate people, and their problem begins to get solved. So they fall madly in love with you and never want to leave you ever again.